So, quick minor disclaimer, I'm doing this solely because I want to and I think it would be incredibly entertaining. I don't have any resentment towards this video, there's one thing in particular I want to make fun of, and I thought, well, might as well make a whole video. Cool. Thank you. Now, to the actual content. I'm gonna subtract this in, because personally, I think the way the blood splatters and creates the Stupendium logo is cool. So we stare at the door of death for 4.7 seconds, and the more I watch it for editing purposes, the more I think, wow, that was a long 4.7 seconds.
Open up the doors and let them in. Open up the floors and clear the bins. Better take the stores and order in.
So it says Fazbear Franchising 101 on the door, but in the game Pizzeria Simulator, it's like implied that you just bought the damn building and just kind of figured it out yourself. And honestly, now that I'm thinking about it, I doubt that Fazbear Entertainment would even entertain the idea of actually training an employee to do their job.
Would you do the door, this sort of thing? Welcome to Fazbear Training.
I'm sorry, I stand corrected. This is 100% on brand with Fazbear Entertainment. It's a tape, just a video, and that's how they're going to train their employees. Actually, you know what, never mind. This is exactly what they do. This is what they do in the actual game. They give you it's an audio log tape, but still, a tape nonetheless.
And your new career. Please just ignore the staining. The last guy disappeared.
Look, in any other FNAF location, this would make sense about the last guy disappearing, but just because it's the Pizzeria Simulator location, when you get into the game, it looks like there was nothing there prior. It's just, empty wood. I guess different people can interpret it differently, but I always got the vibe that we were the first people to own this location. I guess for that, you know what, I won't give them a sin. This one time, you get a pass.
Management may be frustrating. It's going to be weird to host team meetings as the only employee here.
Okay, running your own restaurant might get frustrating since you're the only one there and you gotta clean up everything, but as for management, there's no one to manage except for yourself, so how is managing yourself going to be frustrating? Also, why would you even bother having a team meeting if there's nobody there? Just have that at your house, sit down and, go, okay, what do I gotta do to, make sure we don't go bankrupt? That's not a team meeting, that's just you talking to yourself and brainstorming.
It's guaranteed that you'll probably succeed.
This should be a Freddy Fazbear franchise poster that just says it's guaranteed that you'll probably succeed. That should just be in the office of every FNAF location. And because I find this little line entertaining, I'm gonna get rid of a sin.
Cutting corners.
If you watch this in slow motion, the scissors aren't actually cutting the words, and it just kind of looks janky to me. I don't know, I just feel like this would be an easy fix. I also want to give them the benefit of a doubt that they did see this, but by the time they noticed how janky it looked, which is crazy that they didn't notice it till now, but by the time they actually noticed it, it was too late to go back and fix it because they'd already, colored it, or they'd already started, going on to the next steps of animation. But just because it personally irks me, I'm gonna give you a sin, okay? You can't just glaze over these scissors. It's so ugly to look at. I mean, not that I haven't made some ugly frames myself.
It's just how you achieve. Remember, return custom is key. So try to let at least a few of them leave.
This is such a Fazbear Entertainment comment to make, to let people actually leave the restaurant. That's just such a thing that they would do, but also, who's running this restaurant? William Afton? It can't be him because he's in the Springlock suit. Vanessa, mayhaps? I don't even know. At this point, the lore might allow it. Young Vanessa is running this restaurant. Make it canon. I'm gonna get rid of a sin because this is such a Fazbear Entertainment thing to say. And honestly, it could fit right into the game perfectly. I wish it would actually be in the game.
Lollies, lollies, you'll have a lolly good time.
thank you, the Stupendium, for bringing back my past trauma relating to Pizzeria Simulator. Also, am I the only one who feels like these commercials in the middle of the song just kind of take away from the song? I find them annoying in the game. I find them annoying here.
Welcome to the Fazbear family. We family fun with
Hate to say, but Helpy is not juggling those balls.
some tragedy. You've sunk the savings, they'll sink their teeth into a juicy slice of a lobotomy. Who's scared of a little liability? Health and safety, more of a luxury. You're gonna want to learn to it's unclear.
Okay, what is this place? Is this the hole from whence all the Helpies spawn? You know what this actually reminds me of? I don't know if anyone will remember this, but I'll try and find some pictures. But there is a Twilight Zone episode. It's called 5 Characters Searching for an Exit or something along those lines. And it's 5 people. They're in this like round cylindrical hole and they're trying to get out of it. That's what this reminds me of. Oh my gosh. 1,000 Helpies searching for an exit. Furthermore, could the people at the Stupendium not figure out what to put for the chorus, so they just put the Helpy Hell Spawn in and called it a day? And like I said, it's the chorus too, so it repeats like 3 or 4 times, so you gotta look at this weird Twilight Zone sequence 3 or 4 times. The only redeeming part of this whole sequence is the lyrics are just on point as per usual. Just all of them. Perfect. On point. Very Fazbear entertainment. You know, speaking of which, is this, like, in the training tape? Is this sequence with all the Helpies in the FNAF training tape that we were watching 5 seconds ago? Because that just makes everything make a little bit more sense. I'm gonna give 4 sins, 'cause I have to watch it 4 times, but subtract a sin because the lyrics are good. So in the Helpy Hell Spawn, there's just a giant Pizzeria Simulator logo in the sky. Makes perfect sense, honestly. You know what? I won't even question that.
Congratulations on completing your first day. However, your job isn't over just yet.
Hear the creak of the gears creeping your ears. Deep secrets we've been keeping for years. Could be keeping their teeth and your sheets from arrears. No funeral covers the sort you repair.
We stare at this ventilation shaft for a long time for there to be no animatronic at the end of it, and it's kind of disappointing to me, personally.
Putting feet to the knees at the leap of career. The cuddly creatures could leave you in tears. The culinary teachers could leave you prepared. The barn in the kitchen screaming in fear.
You gotta be kidding me. Kitties come here for tyrannical, mechanical, murderous bears. I was planning on a life with a restaurant here, so robotics was probably an awful idea. Now I'm the boss of a cursed pizzeria. No villain, just an innocent entrepreneur.
I mean, I don't know if he's entirely innocent. Didn't he sign a contract that said he would gather all the animatronics from the back alley and burn them? I don't know what the exact terms of that contract were, but because we never actually see it. But still, he must have known something sus was going on. I mean, it's Fazbear Entertainment. When is it not sus?
I wanna fill children with fun, with cheer, not kill them and fill them with pistons and gears.
I mean, honestly, if this guy was truly worried about the children, he wouldn't have picked to work for Fazbear Entertainment. Also, there's fresh blood all over the walls. Or tomato sauce. Honestly, who knows? So, you know, that's also a sign.
Why these plunges? Now it goes down, they can't come up.
Welcome to the Fazbear family. We family fun with some tragedy. You've sunk your savings, they'll sink their teeth.
And so as the video progresses, the Helpy Hell Spawn becomes more dingy and dirty and nasty. And I just gotta ask why. I mean, by the end, they're just demons, but just why are they getting more dirty? I mean, if anything, they should be getting more clean as the restaurant gets better, because in the game, as you run the restaurant longer, you get better animatronics, so I feel like it should be going the opposite way, until inevitably you reach the climax and, burn the place to the ground. And then by that point, Helpy should be on fire. Also, I'm just going to fast forward through the rest of the chorus.
So play the music, light the lights. You're gonna get a private show tonight. Discount items might be nice, but save too much, you'll pay the price. There's a world of cheap attractions to buy, or save the cash and find them outside.
In Pizzeria Simulator, we're salvaging the animatronics, not to actually put them on stage, but for parts, was the general vibe, because that's what salvage means. The only one you can actually put on stage is Lefty, but you have to buy him from the catalog.
ride. The pestilent elephant is a hell of a find, but a malevolent element could develop inside.
So, for some context for people who don't know this, I feel like there are still people who don't know this. In Pizzeria Simulator, if you buy certain animatronics on discount, they have a risk of bringing in Scrap Trap, Circus Baby, or Molten Freddy. However, Orville is one of the most expensive animatronics next to Funtime Chica and Music Man, I believe. I've never seen him on discount, nor have I ever heard of him bringing in a malevolent element. Furthermore, I'm pretty sure he can't bring in any of the animatronics just because he's so expensive and has such a low liability. Though if this has happened, I would love to hear about it, because that's pretty crazy. Imagine you save up all your money and you buy Orville just for him to bring in Scrap Trap or whoever. That'd be pretty sucky.
We're gonna get you to the end of the week. Now you can run a restaurant effortlessly, cause you can clean the toilets at the press of the key. Just check the ball pit for any fleshy debris.
Those glossy floss, the first step to true romance.
Welcome to the Fazbear family. Lead family fun with some tragedy. You've seen the savings, they'll sink their teeth into a juicy slice of a lobotomy. Who's scared of a little liability? Health and safety, more of a luxury. You're gonna want to learn till it's unclear. To know the corrupt on all the skin stuff here. Hey, Bon Bon!
Look, I get lazy like halfway through making my animatics and I just put on random stuff. But what is this background? It's just hypnotic. I don't even know how to describe it. Just what is it? It's so random and it doesn't even fit with the rest of the animation style. Again, I can't rant on this too much because I've done the exact same thing. I've only ever worked on 2 animatics, but I was just so done with them that I just started shoving random stuff into it just to be done.
It's the birthday boy!
It says FF for, I assume, Funtime Freddy, but it might be Freddy Fazbear, but it doesn't make any sense why it would be Freddy Fazbear since this is Funtime Freddy singing these lyrics, or I guess Molten Freddy if you want to be, particular, but it's so weird that you would put a Freddy Fazbear hat while you have Funtime Freddy singing the song. I guess I'm being nitpicky, I guess it does make sense, but still, it's one of those things that just gets me for some reason. After watching this back for editing purposes, I'm realizing that Funtime Freddy's mouth is not moving with the words. Which, whatever, but he's doing a little dance, so I just can't get over the fact that he can do a dance, but he can't mouth the words to his own lyrics.
We all know the direction this is going in. By the fence to prevent just getting in, then you get a hug.
So, for some unknown reason, Funtime Freddy is just standing in front of some random spotlight. Cool, good for him, but to get that shot to look the way it is, that's his shadow. He would have to take his face and get it like 1 inch away from the giant spotlight. And that's so funny to think of. Just off camera, Funtime Freddy just got like 1 inch away from the spotlight to look all spooky. Also, from a technical standpoint, Funtime Freddy should not be moving at all right now based off his shadow, and his eye is just floating in the void. I mean, from a technical standpoint, this is not the shadow Funtime Freddy would cast. But that's okay. I love bending the rules of physics as well. I'm gonna get rid of a sin just because I like Funtime Freddy's voice so much.
No use in fleeing, feeding, the sequence keeps repeating. No time for grieving, the scene is teeming with demon playthings, freaking and leaking.
I've gotta ask, is Springtrap having a seizure right now? Because he keeps jittering.
Unspeakable freaks who need cleaning.
This may just be me staring at an image for way too long and overanalyzing it, but from what I can tell, this is the angle Springtrap's body is at right now for him to make this specific shadow. The dark crimson is the door, the lighter red is his hand, and then blue is obviously his body. Also, last I checked, Springtrap has eyes, so he would not be having light coming through his eye holes. I mean, it's a fantastic shadow, I love it, very creepy. But, from a technical standpoint, this is not how his shadow would look. Also, do animatronics just really like spotlights? Because it looks like Springtrap's got one behind him as well.
Just keep the springs dry, or you end up screaming.
So as the camera pans away from this door, we see this stage. But this was not what was behind there before. Before it was like a long-ass hallway. I'm gonna fast forward through Circus Baby solo because honestly I have nothing to say about it aside from I wish Circus Baby was colored, but I get it. She's got a lot of colors on her, so having her in the shadows is, you know, okay. I know Funtime Freddy's shadow wouldn't look like that, but I assume shadows are hard to draw, so you know, it looks fine enough. Also, it kind of looks like there's an invisible barrier keeping all the balls from the ball pit back. So in this weird dream sequence, Springtrap gets 2 weird dream sequences, everybody else gets 1, except for Lefty who gets 0. I don't think that's very fair for Lefty, my precious boy. You know, I was gonna give this whole video like 10 sins for just being so random, but then I thought about it. Real music videos are just so random. Every music video I've had the displeasure of watching is just a fever dream. Or a love story in a fever dream. It's so weird. Because, like, I swear, these musicians, they feel obligated to make a music video with all their songs, and then they, like, go to bed and they have the most lucid dream ever, and they go, yes, perfect! This will go nicely with that beautiful song I just wrote. Yes, we shall begin filming tomorrow. I guess I'll only give it, like, 5 for just being random.
Congratulations, your probation was a triumph.
I mean, if we triumphed at running this business, shouldn't we have been burning in a fire? Because, you know, that's how the game ends, but that's okay, you know it, whatever. We're in an augmented universe. It's a fever dream at this point. Anything can happen.
But we're afraid that you're now surplus to requirements. Unfortunately, we will have to keep you silent.
Silent about what? I'm pretty sure at this point everybody knows Fazbear Entertainment's up to some sus stuff. What would the point of killing me even be? It honestly would arouse more suspicion, but it's Fazbear Entertainment. They do what they want.
You'll find our severance package gets a little violence.
Welcome.
I have a few questions. First of all, is our severance package that Helpy piranhas are gonna eat us alive? Secondly, what's going on with Helpy's eyes? Is he infested with demons now? I guess that makes sense. Helpy is just juggling eyes now, and that's not even the weirdest part of this whole entire music video.
Family fun with some tragedy. Give something to say, things they'll sink my teeth into a juicy slice of a lobotomy. Who's scared of a little liability? Health and safety, more of a luxury. If you're a lot to learn till it's unclear, don't trust on all that's getting stuffed in.
Well, at least the Helpy demons burned to death.
It's getting hot in here. Or is it just me?
You know, I'm gonna subtract a sin, because that's such a Funtime Freddy thing to say. Only Funtime Freddy would be burning to death and crack a joke like, is it getting hot in here, or is it just me? God, you gotta love Funtime Freddy. He's one unique boy.
Thank you for watching this Fazbear franchising training presentation. You may now press the subscribe button. Or if you choose to, you may return to browsing YouTube and forfeit updates on future videos. Make your choice now.
This is more of a comment than a sin, but I'm fully convinced now that Helpy is infested with demons. He's happily dancing as he burns to death in a fire. Also, solid outro, very creative.
Don't forget to hit the like button.
Only Funtime Freddy would ask you to hit the like button as he burns slowly to death in agonizing pain. Minus another sin.